My name is Alex Boast, and I've recently joined Establishment Labs as a global marketing manager. I think the open day really helped. I went to Exeter and Reading, which are both great schools for classics, very different schools, very far apart. And Holloway straight away felt more like home. I'm from Surrey, it's not super far away. But for me, there's a guy called Christos Kramidas, I don't know if he's still here. He was the head of admissions at the time, legend. What a legend, such a great guy. He really inspired me to want to come here. Definitely the storytelling element, which I think is more relevant today than ever, and people don't even realize. You know, they talk very much about the what, they don't talk about the why or the how. If you go and read the Odyssey, it's an Odyssey. It's got all the context, it's got a whole story with a start, beginning and end. And that's never been more relevant to business and marketing and journalism and things like that. So for me, that was my favorite thing, was realizing perhaps by accident, oh, this is really relevant to what I want to do. You know, I wanted to be a writer, and well, I am, which is cool. That's a great question, and I think although it tried its best to help me, I probably wasn't helping myself, because these kind of things, you get out what you put in, and I didn't go to much career stuff. You know, I was working, I think, at Legoland over in Windsor, and for a few extra quid, you know, I wasn't thinking really about where a salary would come from. But I did know I wanted to be a writer, and I did know that there was a good education on offer here, and that if I tried to listen, I'd learn some stuff that would help. Yeah, I just said to Mrs. Rubenstein that Logic and Rhetoric by Jonathan Powell was hugely important to how I communicate, and communication is going to get you a job. If you can communicate well, you're going to be more successful, and classics definitely helped me with that. The tutors definitely helped me with that. Oh, I love that question. So, I mean, I was an advertising copywriter for about 3 months at a little sort of agency that immediately had a hostile takeover. Minority shareholder buys out 2 of the 30 employees. I was one of 2 of them. We get plunged into the corporate world, suit and tie, ever since. And since then, I've kind of been, mostly because of LinkedIn, I've been spotted by people and they say, hey, do you want to come and try this? And so I've been in finance, education, data, healthcare. But it's always been around writing, marketing, journalism, copywriting, search engine optimization, the new stuff. So the journey has been, when you get good at communicating, it doesn't have to be digital, you can do it offline as well. So Experian kind of said, we think you'll be a better writer if you don't know how to be a better speaker and a better listener. And I'm really lucky that they said that. I mean, I'm really grateful. They put me on lots of training courses and things. So now I don't have any hard skills. It's all soft skills: listening, learning, understanding, empathy and compassion that I think you'll have as a classics grad, because you'd have stories and heroes and villains. So my career journey very much has been, we created an advocacy program that was huge. We launched it in Australia in September last year. I've actually moved away from Experian now to work in a women's health company. And it's all around helping people, which is really nice, because it's not about me. It's about how we fit in, how we help other people. That's definitely like a classical thing, isn't it? There's so many heroes in it. How could it ever just be about one person? That would 1,000% be getting outside of myself, realizing where I fit in, and feeling, you know, people talk about feeling like you're at home. That's like an emotional thing rather than a physical thing for me. So when I'm doing work with other people who I think are brilliant and interesting, and I'm hearing their stories, that's for me is the most rewarding, because it's not the Alex Boast show. It's about how he can help other people. Ask me for help. Ask everyone for help. Don't be shy, but also don't be prideful. You know, I used to think pride was like a masculine emotion. It's not. It's a human emotion, and it needs to go. It really needs to go. If there's someone doing what you want to do, go and ask them how they did it. Ask them how they would do it better. You know, we're really good at assuming people are perfect and that we're not. But we can take the solid foundations other people have created and improve them. So I would say, biggest piece of advice from me is ask for help and also give help, because you'll learn a lot from the people you help as well as the people that help you. And people forget that, right? They're always looking to people older or more senior. You know, I mentor younger people who are way smarter than me, and they help me all the time, and it's incredible. So try to do both, and then that's how you kind of fit in and find enjoyment and happiness. And then you don't mind the long hours, and you don't mind not getting paid a huge amount maybe, but it just feels nice. So ask for help and give help.